In 2019, it will be the 240th anniversary of the publication of the Olney hymns. The hymns were written by a curate of the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul in a place less than 10 miles away from the centre of MIlton Keynes. Most of his songs have been long forgotten, but one of them lives on. In fact, its popularity has grown and grown. It is estimated that this song is sung around 1 million times a year. You may know it. It's called Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
And the man who wrote it is one of our local heroes. His name is John Newton. John was born in London in 1725 into a seafaring family. At age 19 he was press-ganged into the Royal Navy and subsequently became the captain of a ship transporting slaves from Africa to America.
I'm found.
In 1748 a violent storm battered his ship so severely that a sailor next to him was swept overboard. He called out to God for protection in a moment that marked his spiritual conversion. However, he continued working in the slave trade until 1754. He was the curate of Olney for 16 years, and Amazing Grace was first published as part of the Olney hymns in 1779. He very much regretted his earlier activities and published a pamphlet called Thoughts upon the African Slave Trade, which was sent to every Member of Parliament. He personally supported William Wilberforce, who got slavery banned in the British Empire in 1807. However, that was then and this is now. History does not stand still. Next year it will be 240 years since the publication of Amazing Grace. Meanwhile, a new city called MIlton Keynes has arisen nearby. Let's use this as an opportunity to add another layer, our own chapter, to the historical story of John Newton. So what are we proposing? The Amazing Grace pilgrimage will consist of a group of like-minded people gathering outside Christ the Cornerstone Church in central MIlton Keynes on a summer Sunday morning in 2019. The pilgrimage will pass through the shopping centre area and the MIlton Keynes Rose. Willen Lake. We walk on redways to Tongwell Lake. We will be greeted with tea and biscuits at the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul. We walk to the next stopping point at St. Lord's Church in Sherrington. This is a beautiful Grade 1 listed building in a quintessential English village. Many of our city dwellers will never have been here. The final leg takes us to Emberton Country Park. From here we can visit the church where John Newton was rector and see the grave where he is buried. Depending on the scale of interest in the event, we plan to have music, world food, some speeches and a good time. Many buses and coaches will return the pilgrims back to the point of origin 9 miles away. Why are we doing this? This event is about MIlton Keynes and the surrounding area. Is it a soulless place with a lot of roundabouts and a large shopping mall in the centre? Or is it a place where different people and communities can come together and make a difference? We want to celebrate a local hero and an amazing song, to put a positive message out there about this area, to take a leap of faith and bring communities and churches together for one day, to move the debate forward about how we can work together for the common good and tackle issues around integration. We want to raise some funds to support local causes. What do you need to do? We are asking your church or community to support this event by getting your leaders to endorse it. The more groups that do this, the more likely it is that MIlton Keynes Council will support us too. Of course, when the event takes place, we want as many people as possible to take part on the day. You will be able to join the pilgrimage at a number of points on the route if your feet and legs are not capable of managing the full distance. Help us to make it an amazing day full of grace.